in FTSE, 0.4% in oil. I'm kind of far away from the reason why, but probably because of the jobless claims reductions in the United States. But I'll quickly skim through 3 main points that happened in the last week that I think are valuable to you, and then we'll go to funded reduction. So basically, the market roundup for today looks like this. We'll start with unemployment figures from states, and we talk a bit of like a couple of minutes about BAE and ADS merger, and we'll finish by finding time ready. So what happened in unemployment figures on Friday is non-farm payrolls came out, and unemployment unexpectedly decreased to 7.8% from 8.1. That's 0.2% decrease, which is massive for the United States economy. People were not expecting frankly this, and well, it's great, right? So more people working in the economy. But this is how the graph for S&P 500 looks like in last week on Thursday and Friday. So this is where the report came out. This spike here, and then for some reason started to decline. Anyone knows why? Why 7.8, which is a good number, why it's still not convincing?
Huge amount of people living in the United States. Huge amount of.
Okay. Any other ideas? Somebody's trading, and you guys study like half your study economics. You should know this. Basically, I mean, you can speculate about the reason, but the fact is that out of 800,500 approximately of people who got the job of being in this job in unemployment, 500,500 were employed part-time. So this isn't really your typical solid employment. It's kind of temporary. So those are the guys who want to become employed, but they can't find a full-time job, so they have to settle for less. And they're normally the first ones to be hit when economy contracts. They're normally the first ones to be fired. Now today, the numbers came out of the states again, confirming the statistics from Friday. Jobless claims fell by 30K, 339K in last week, and we expected to fall to 307. So that's basically where all the rally came from today. Another small topic for discussion is.
Just another point on this. If any of you follow the election, the US election, this is really significant for Obama. I know he did very poorly in the debates, but because it's a psychological barrier, getting under 8%, no more figures are going to be released before the election date itself.
That's true. But the moment figures came out, Romney supporters started to speculate. Maybe it's like some kind of a trick, some kind of dodgy accounting practices to bring the ratings of Obama up. But it's open to interpretation, obviously. EADS BAE merger. For those of you who don't know, so EADS is the company that basically manufactures Aerobuses, those airplanes that are competing with Boeings. BAE is largely defense portfolio from UK. So they wanted to merge and basically create the largest aerospace manufacturing company in the world. That's what the companies wanted to do, but not the governments that have direct or indirect stake in both of them. So there is a lot of stuff going on there. Basically, France got 15% direct stake in EADS. Germany hasn't got direct stake in EADS, but they wanted to buy part of Daimler's stake in EADS. So they were kind of thinking about getting a stake there. Now, Spain's got 5.5%, but they're not really a big player. In BAE side, Britain hasn't got any shares, but they have veto rights. So whenever you want to merge two companies together, they have to approve that, or they can veto the deal. So what happened was they started to discuss how we want to split the shares, where the headquarters are going to be, and they couldn't even agree on where the headquarters are going to be. So is it Munich or is it Toulouse, and so forth. And then on Wednesday they came out and said, you know what, we're not going to continue any further talks. Strangely enough, this is what happened to EADS price. Analysts cite future growth prospects for EADS as a reason for this. But if anyone of you has any ideas of why it spiked on Wednesday, maybe you get more knowledge about EADS than myself. Anyone? No, come on guys, any ideas why it spiked? Why basically merger plans have failed? So why is it good for ADS? They're not merging with another counterparty, and they could create the largest. They would even challenge the Boeing in terms of their market share. So why is it good that this merger didn't go through? Maybe, I mean, from my point of view, it might be because they would maintain their independence. They wouldn't have to go through any restructuring. It would require time. They have the backlog of orders for the next 8 years. They got quite stable position. So they don't really need this disruption in terms of merger right now at this moment. But this is just my speculation. I'm not quite sure why exactly they feel that way. Finally, S&P came out this morning and said Spain is down 2 notches from BB plus to BB minus. I would expect everything to fall down. I mean, you probably can't see, but there is a fall down here from yesterday, and increase. This is yield. This is yield for Spanish 10-year bonds. There is increase in yield in the morning. Down here there is a peak. Then we started decreasing in terms of yield. Then spike again. So it's not really clear when countries downgraded. A normal market reaction would be for yields to shoot up and then continue going up because there is a credit risk there, an increase in credit risk. So you have to pay a premium for owning the assets. But that's what happened today. I've talked to Adam in the morning today, and kind of the idea that they got is that yes, they've been cut 2 notches, but it wasn't cut to junk. So what happens when companies being cut to junk? They want 1 notch above junk. What happens when companies being cut to junk is a lot of funds cannot invest in anything but investment grade. So when companies being cut to junk, mutual funds, hedge funds, and so forth, depending on their strategy, may have to pull out any asset they have in the bonds. So this hasn't happened, and somewhere here, we got the unemployment data somewhere here we had the unemployment data from the States, which also pushed the yields down. Also, there is increasing speculation that ECB may intervene to keep the yields down, and Draghi is supposed to comment today on the way they're going to tackle those countries that default in case ECB buys their bonds. So this is for today, and I'll pass it on to Adam, who will introduce the MUTIS funds. If you have any questions for myself, come talk to me after the presentation. Thank you very much.